My colleague/friend of 31 invited me of 26 to her tiny wedding without my boyfriend 30, and it triggered a major issue in my relationship. I of 26 have been together with my boyfriend 30 for a little over 1 year. I love him so much and I see a future with him. A colleague and friend of mine of 31 of mine is getting married this weekend. It's a very small civil ceremony, just family, parents and siblings, and one friend each. There will be about 20 people in total. She invited me of 26 as her one friend. I was genuinely touched and happy to be included. She didn't include my boyfriend 30 in the invitation I received 6 months ago. We've been together for a half a year by then. I didn't say anything to her because I knew it was a very limited guest list and I felt it wasn't my place to ask for a plus one. I assumed it was a practical decision and didn't want to complicate things. Later, her brother and his girlfriend, they've been together for about 7 months. To me that made sense. He's family, so maybe he has more flexibility. Asked me why my boyfriend wasn't coming. I told them honestly that I understood the limitations and that, while I wouldn't have excluded him if I were the bride, I didn't feel comfortable confronting her about it or causing her stress before her wedding. But this conversation stuck with me. It came up in a conversation I had with my boyfriend. He felt really hurt. We ended up having some sort of argument and lots of emotions came out. He told me he often feels like he comes last, like I always have time and energy for others but not for him. He mentioned how I never invited him to meet certain friends, how I see him only when I have time left over. He said if he were in my position, he would have told the bride he's bringing his girlfriend, and wouldn't go if she wasn't welcome. He said it's not even about this specific wedding anymore, it's the principle, and I completely agree. I opened up to him that I struggled with this for a while when I first got the invite, but I didn't bring it up to her because it's not my place to do it. My boyfriend has also felt from the start that my colleague doesn't really accept him. During their first meeting, we've been together for 4 months by then, she made a weird comment like, well, I don't know if we'll see you again, which really rubbed him the wrong way, even though I didn't hear it myself at the time. Honestly, I feel terrible. Can see his point. I didn't stand up for him. I was trying to be polite and avoid conflict, but maybe that came at the cost of making him feel invisible and unimportant. The truth is, I'm socially awkward and not used to standing my ground in these situations. Deep down, maybe I was relieved not to have to push for him, and that realization makes me feel ashamed. I don't want him to feel unloved or excluded. I want to be a good partner. And now I feel stuck. The wedding is this weekend. I am definitely not bringing this up and put pressure on my colleague or make it look like I'm demanding something at the last minute. That would be more insulting to my boyfriend and me. And I am definitely going to the wedding either way. But I also don't want to hurt my boyfriend even more by ignoring how he feels. To add another layer, we're in the middle of trying to cohabitate together. I've never lived with a partner before, and I realize I'm still learning how to act like part of a team instead of just thinking like I'm on my own. But I love this man deeply. I wouldn't change him for the world. The thought of us not working out hasn't even crossed my mind. I just want to make things right and grow from this. I obviously know that this argument was not about the wedding. It was just the straw that broke the camel's back. I realize that I don't know how to be in a partnership, and since I was in a controlling/toxic relationship in the past, I still haven't figured out the right balance of independence and joint decision-making. I am afraid that I will lose my autonomy and have to get his approval to do things like in my past relationship. So I just plan things and inform him later. I realize that I never asked what he wants to do and don't plan things for us. I obviously want to change and grow from this. Any advice would be appreciated. Thank you for reading. Just a quick note. I'm not upset about the lack of +1 itself. As I stated in the post, I completely respected my friend's limited guest list. This post is really about how that situation made me realize a deeper issue in my relationship, where my partner doesn't feel like a priority and I've acted more independently than I should have. I'm asking for advice on how to repair the emotional damage and be a better partner moving forward, not whether my friend was right or wrong.